Hi, Coach Tom Avery here. Today's lesson is on the topspin forehand. There's a lot of confusion out there. People are not quite sure what topspin is and how to get it. We're going to explain that to you today. Basically, what topspin is you're brushing the ball, you're basically hitting the equator of the ball, and the racket is moving from low to high. That imparts, when you brush up on the ball, it imparts forward spin to the ball. That's all topspin is. You're making the ball spin forward. So how do we get it? I've heard even touring pros say that, well, I roll my racket over the ball. And you'll hear recreational players say the same thing. I roll my racket over the ball. That's not actually what happens. And that's actually a very destructive stroking pattern, that rolling of the racket in the hitting zone. Okay, so you want a racket that's moving from low to high, swinging up on about a 30-degree angle. Okay, so here's the low point. I'm coming up, I make contact, the racket is straight up and down, nice and vertical, and I stay in this vertical position for a foot to a foot and a half, moving from low to high. After the ball is gone, then you roll the wrist and the forearm. After the ball is gone. If you do that, you'll be doing what Roger Federer does, so you'll be in good company. Don't think of rolling the forearm in the hitting zone. I know it looks like that. You'll see a pro and you'll see all this wrist movement, but believe me when I tell you, it happens after the ball is gone. Okay, so, and you know, this rolling is meaningless because the ball is only on the strings for milliseconds, okay? So, you know, this means nothing. The ball's there and it's gone. You just want the racket straight up and down, facing towards your target, okay? And that's going to give you that forward brushing on the ball and give you the top spin as well. Okay, the X's on the fence behind me are going to give you a nice visual of what you're actually doing when you're hitting with topspin. Okay, now let's say I'm hitting the ball in that direction, okay? I see a ball come to my forehand, I turn, I get my racket ready. Now, remember, once you get your racket here, you've got to drop the racket down. You want that low to high swing, you want to swing on that 30 degree angle upward to meet the ball. So you're here. Now you're going to drop the racket here to that first X, at least a good foot below the contact point. That's going to give you that 30-degree angle. That's going to give you plenty of topspin. So the first X is here. Now you're coming up. Here's the second X. By the way, when you're here, you want to make sure that the racket face is tilted down. If it's tilted down here, it's guaranteed vertical here, and it's moving from low to high. Okay, so you're going to hit the ball here at this X, and now you're going to come through on your finish, and you're going to finish with the racket here over your shoulder. So that's basically it. You know, come below the ball, racket face tilting down, up, there's your hit. You're making contact with a vertical racket. There's no rolling whatsoever. Hit through the shot. Once you get to here, now you can roll the wrist and forearm and finish on your stroke. So think about those points when you're out practicing your topspin, and I think you're going to see a huge difference in your consistency level. Okay, as the tape rolls, I'm going to show you where those X's would be during the swing. Okay, right there, the racket's a foot below the ball. That indicates the first X. There's the second X at contact. And then the third X is there on the finish. So use that tip to make your topspin more consistent. Topspin is a good thing to have in the toolbox. Remember, you can aim higher over the net because once you get that ball spinning forward, it creates air pressure on top of the ball. So you can clear the net by 4 to 6 feet, and the spin pulls it back down into the court. So get out there, pay your dues, and develop that topspin forehand. All the best. Take care.